How would you feel if you fell asleep while getting tattooed and you woke up with a bunch of tattoos all over your face that you didn't want? This is legitimately a nightmare that I have had. Back in 2009, a Belgian teenager claimed that this happened to her, and she became Facebook famous as the Star Girl. But this story takes a turn that you won't expect, and you might remember this tattoo artist from another famous face tattoo that he did. So 18-year-old Kimberley Vlaeminck went into a tattoo studio asking for 3 small stars on the side of her face. And this was 2009, so I think we all know who's really at fault here. But while getting these stars tattooed on her face, Kimberly claimed that she fell asleep. And I don't doubt that some people can fall asleep while they get tattooed. I've just never had that experience, and I don't know how that happens. Maybe I'm just jealous. I'm jealous. But also, if you're just getting 3 small stars on your face, I don't feel like you'd have enough time to fall asleep. Also, it's like right next to your eyeball. So like, how do you fall asleep while that's happening? Regardless, Kim says she falls asleep and she wakes up with not 3, but 56 stars tattooed all over one side of her face. I'm absolutely no mathematician, but there's a big difference between 3 and 56 stars. Kimberly runs out of the tattoo studio with these 56 stars on her face, immediately contacts the media and says that she's going to sue this tattoo artist for tattooing her without her consent while she was asleep. Kimberly said she needed 9,000 euros to get these all lasered off of her face. In an interview, Kimberly said, quote, "It is terrible for me. I cannot go out onto the street. I look like a freak." I mean, personally, I've seen a lot worse face tattoos than this one. But if you didn't want that and you ended up with all of that all over your face, I mean, I'd be mad. I'd be really mad.
I closed my eyes and didn't feel any pain. I fell asleep and woke up from the pain on my nose when he was busy applying a big star.
18-year-old Kimberly claimed she only asked for 3.
See, this is where this gets suspicious to me, because why would the tattoo artist have this like really nice photo of the tattoo freshly done in his portfolio if she was like shocked and appalled when it happened?
Not so, says the tattoo artist.
She stand up during the session, she went down on the couch, stand up, look in the mirror, went down. And then the father came when we had just done the outlining. And from that moment, it was bad for her. But before, she was just doing what she wanted to do.
And this is also weird to me because apparently he outlined all of the stars before he filled them in, and that's when her father saw them. And then he had a problem with it, but they also went forward with filling in most of the stars. None of this is really like adding up.
Her family fears she could now be scarred for life. Kimberly is suing for damages to have the not-so-lucky stars removed.
Crazy, right? So this tattoo artist is Ruslan Toumaniantz, and he claims from the beginning that Kimberly wanted all 56 stars on her face. He said that she didn't fall asleep, she got up multiple times during the session, looked at the tattoos, and there were even witnesses in the shop. Despite saying that though, initially Ruslan did offer to pay for half of Kimberly's laser tattoo removal. He said in an interview, quote, "Kimberly is unhappy and it is not my wish to have an unsatisfied client." I'm not sure why he would offer that if he insists that she wanted 56 from the beginning. I guess he felt bad. But actually, I don't think he felt bad because Ruslan went on to say, quote, "I don't regret it. To tell you the truth, this has given me some publicity." Great. I mean, there's that whole like all publicity is good publicity thing, I guess. And then shortly after that, he withdrew his offer to pay for half of the laser, and he said that from now on, he's going to be getting written consent from his clients before tattooing them. Which, I mean, yeah, you should definitely be doing that. 1 full week goes by, and Kimberly finally comes clean to a Dutch TV station where she admits that she made it all up. And really quickly, I just wanted to thank the sponsor of today's video, Atlas VPN. Atlas VPN was created by cybersecurity experts and IT engineers back in 2019, and their goal was to make the internet accessible and safer for everyone. And with their Black Friday price cut, you can enjoy Atlas VPN Premium for just $1.70 per month, plus 6 months extra. And you get all of that with a 30-day money-back guarantee. This is the most affordable VPN deal on the market that you can find to protect you online. My big thing is protecting myself from ads and malware because I feel like there's so much scams on the internet right now, and it's easy to get sucked into one. Atlas VPN Premium blocks all of the malicious links, ads, and trackers, and it notifies you when someone is trying to steal your data. Not only that, Atlas VPN protects all your devices with a single subscription. You can unlock all of your favorite content from all over the world using Atlas VPN. So if you want to be safe while searching the web, definitely act now because the Black Friday deal is a limited time offer. You can click the link in my description box down below to get Atlas VPN Premium for just $1.70 per month, plus 6 months extra, with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So thank you so much to Atlas VPN for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the story. Kimberly said, quote, "I asked for 56 stars and initially adored them, but when my father saw them, he was furious. So I said I fell asleep and that the tattooist had made a mistake." This is classic teenager brain. Like, say this is her first tattoo, right? And she has absolutely no idea what she just got herself into. So she comes home, her dad is furious, and the first thing she does is think, I'm gonna blame the guy with a mouth full of lip piercings and a face full of tattoos. I mean, look at him. I'm not judging him for his appearance, but like, in 2009, people were judging this man, for sure.
You know, and I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying everybody else is gonna.
Unsurprisingly, Kimberly came to quickly regret her decision to get her face tattooed, as her star-spangled face was splashed across news reports all over the world. And by 2010, Kimberly began the long process of getting these tattoos removed from her face. Over the course of 3 years, it apparently took 9 laser tattoo removal sessions, and it cost over $13,000 to remove all of the stars from her face. You know, if this happened in 2023, this would be all over TikTok. There would be a GoFundMe. The star girl would be famous on TikTok. This would play out so differently had it happened now. Luckily, Kimberly was able to remove all of the stars from her face, and by her 22nd birthday, she was completely star-free. And she actually has a really positive attitude about this. She said, "Overcoming this personal tragedy allowed her to open a new chapter in her life." So Kimberly was able to leave these tattoos behind her and go on with her life. But I can't say that about everyone. The tattoo artists involved in all of this made headlines once again for tattooing another woman's face for a very different reason. Fast forward to 2013, The Sun broke the story that this tattoo artist tattooed his name in giant letters across his girlfriend's face less than 24 hours after they met. I remember hearing about this and literally thinking that it was a joke, but this is very real. Something tells me that Ruslan didn't ask her to sign a consent form before doing this to her face. So Ruslan's girlfriend, her name is Lesya, and she agreed to have Ruslan sign his name 5 inches in length all across her face. This was the first day they met in person. Apparently they met online. I couldn't find any timeline for how long they've known each other prior to meeting in person and doing this tattoo, but pretty much immediately they got married after this. And Lesya said, quote, "It's a symbol of our eternal devotion. I'd like him to tattoo every inch of my body." And of course they instantly got married because how do you break up with this guy after getting that done? For anyone that's been in a long distance relationship or met people online for any sort of time before you meet someone in person, you know how different the dynamic of your relationship can change being in person. And I feel like it takes time to get to know someone and if you really like them after you meet in person. But the first day that she met him, she got this done. So it's at that point, there's no going back on your relationship if you just happen to not like this guy. This Sun article came out in February of 2014. By October of 2014, they were already married. And it does seem like they are still together. Lesya ended up learning how to tattoo under Ruslan's mentorship, and she does really good tattoos now. She's still tattooing. She used to post a lot more photos of her and Ruslan on her Instagram, and in the past couple of years she hasn't posted any with him. But I don't think we can read too much into that. Some couples just don't like to post on Instagram, which is fine. She still has his last name. It does seem like they're still together. So maybe this is just like a perfect pairing. Ruslan said to The Sun, quote, "I know that there are people who are terrified that Lesya has made a rash decision that she'll regret horribly, but sometimes the best decisions are the ones you make in an instant." I mean, maybe. If I had my entire face tattooed with my partner's name and they did anything to bother me, I would be so much more mad. Because I'm like, your name is on my face. You can't bother me at all, ever. And that's a lot of pressure to put on a relationship too. Neither Ruslan or Lesya has said anything about their relationship or the tattoos recently. So I guess all we can assume is that they're happy with this decision, and it might not be the decision I would make, but it is a decision that they made. Ruslan went on to comment about the Kimberly situation in 2013. He said, quote, "I have 25 face tattoos since Kimberly's case, and I don't feel like I did anything wrong during the Kimberly affair. And I don't think I have done anything wrong today. I am in love. We are in love." And realistically, Ruslan did nothing wrong in the Kimberly situation. She admitted that she asked for 56 tattoos on her face. Lesya seems like she did this and she loves him and she wanted to get this done. I wonder if there's just a correlation between Ruslan and pressuring women to get their faces tattooed. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that, but I would love to know what you think about both of these stories. What do you think about getting your partner's name all over your face the first time you meet them? What do you think about the 56 stars on Kimberly's face? Let me know in the comments down below. But if you've made it to the end of this wild ride of a video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you have, leave me this emoji in the comments so that I know that you are a real one. Bye, everyone.